right. You know, that right? That's where it comes down to it, right? I feel like when we turn around and the bullshit is out there, we're trying to put it all together. That's where we have you got to find that part where people love what's going on.
Well, I find when the camera is turned off and we're
Yeah,
just actually being cuz and we're just breaking it down of what we got to do better, what we
right.
got to strive for, what we
Yes,
need to step up. That's
yes,
when the truth comes out. That's when the authenticity comes out, and that's what the people want to see. Like
right.
I
I don't
I,
know, man. Like I
I
said,
I think
that's where
people are at a stumbling block, man. Like the world's not nice. You know what I mean? The world's
no,
not
it's not
nice. Like
nice,
you
man.
you could you could find some silver linings here and there, but the world's not necessarily nice. So people are
Man,
kind of like living like a facade, hoping, wishing on a star, hoping, doors open, and they're doing everything possible. They're
man, you're
praying,
not going.
they're
You're not.
doing everything to make anything happen, and they're just
But
hoping
you,
anything can happen, right?
but you know what? Everything right now that I see, everything that's out there is surface level. Everything is surface level. Even the song, like nothing against Pharrell, that song "Happy,"
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I feel like when I hear it, I'm like, what are we just trying to? Are we in a trance?
yeah.
Right?
It's kind of
The
it's
song
kind
that
of like those
this
fictitious neighborhoods, fictitious cities.
it-
Just
it's like
just
it's
be
like
happy.
Pleasantville.
Yeah,
It's like
Pleasantville. Yeah,
Pleasantville. Like
like one of
you
those.
know, and please don't get in no kind of way. The song "Happy" is a great song. It's a
Oh,
happy.
I
It's a very
I
nice.
love everything Pharrell
Oh,
produces. He's
Pharrell's
one
amazing,
of the
but
biggest producers of our time, for
but
sure.
I hear every time I hear it, man, I think to myself like, because I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Are you
Yeah.
happy? I'm happy, I'm happy. Yes, we're happy.
Well,
Right?
I
Like,
think
it's like,
maybe that's why like gritty music and dark content. That's why it sells because it's so like edgy.
bruh.
It's so pushy. It's so like
But
it tantalizes all your senses, and this is why I think it attracts a lot of people.
but that's the thing,
But
because that energy, that energy is what, like, you can't tell me that those songs, like, so man, think about it, right? Think about it. DMX.
oh yeah, they love
DMX.
that. They love that.
Oh my gosh. All right. One more road to cross. Some of y'all have never, ever, ever been in a store robbery. Y'all getting ready to go y'all to y'all jobs at a bank,
Yeah,
right?
but
In a
when they
bank.
hear this song, it's
You hear
so epic.
you in there, ooh, I want to make sure that your inner X come out. You talk about,
Yeah,
so yes, can I have four singles and the rest in
yeah,
20s? Ooh,
yeah,
you want singles or you want 20s? You gotta tell me which one you
yeah.
want. Cause I don't know. This motherfucker ain't playing
Hmm.
with me. Right? All of a sudden now you mad.
No, no, I because the grit comes
Right?
out. So it's
That's
like,
it.
and it's true. I feel what you're saying. Like, sometimes we're surface level, but at the same time, we're not. Sometimes people need surface level content
Nah,
to tap in. But no, no, hold on,
nah,
hold on. Let
man.
me let me finish what I'm saying. But then
Go ahead, go ahead,
sometimes
go ahead.
people need that heavy duty. Sometimes people need the heavy duty, right? Like sometimes people need the entry level course. Sometimes people need the intermediate course. So it's like that's kind of like what this is like off the clock after hours. We get a little bit deeper on them, and it's like, man, you know, I quiet my mind and I focus and I just stay focused on what I got to make happen and I just see it. I just see it. They say seeing is believing, you know, and it's like I do that part of it. But then like when I get into action mode, I'm like in this consistent mode. I'm going to get this. And it's like as I'm in that motion to go get this, like sometimes things are good, sometimes they're worse, but I just keep going, and then it works out, right? So it's like it's hard to articulate into words, like the manifesting. They have this word manifesting, making things happen, right? But it's kind of like, how do you articulate manifesting? How do you put into words making your dreams come true? It consists of so much different stuff. It consists of like discipline, it consists of consistency, it consists of like faith, willpower, like determination, like belief system, it like individuality, like it's cool to have some allies and have some people on your team, but until you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make this happen, and it's never like a singular thing, because there is a higher power, at least from my perspective. There is a higher power. So, not until you tap into that higher power, whether it's within, above, you have to tap into it. That's when things actually start to materialize. And then you keep the groove. You stay in the groove. You keep it going. You keep those juices flowing, as they say, and you make it happen. And then even when it gets cold, even when things slow down, it's not really slowing down, it's just your compass is pointing you into a different direction. You know what I'm saying? So you
Right.
never really fail, you never really lose, you never really get cold, as they say. You just, your compass is repointing you into a different direction. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Man.
like, I don't know, I'm trying to articulate into words manifesting and getting deep and making stuff happen. But it's like, it's just that thing, Var. It's like, you know, you
Man,
have your technical equipment in your office, and you have your your things set up
look,
just like how I do, but we have a goal.
man, look, man, I'll be real with you. The thing for me, right? And it's because it's like it's that grittiness that I see, right?
Mhm.
And I watch a lot of it take place, right? I watch a lot of it take place. I'm really trying to find where the camera is right now because this is like I don't know where everything went to.
Oh, you're being recorded. I see you. You're good. You're
No,
good.
but I can't see me. I can't see me.
A lot of times I can't see me, but I know that the camera's positioned well, so I
There
just
it
keep
is. All
going.
right.
I just keep going. There's
There it
enough
is.
times when I'm pulling up notes and stuff, I just know that I'm in a
Yeah.
somewhat good position, just running.
All right. The reason why, because I'm looking at it right now, and
Mhm.
as we're doing this, I'm watching the live stream online, right?
Okay, so we're still live on YouTube and TikTok.
On YouTube,
Okay.
right? So right now I'm trying to bring this over to here, bring that there, and now keep this over here on this window here. See, and it keeps on doing that.
Uh, don't worry about that, Var.
Yeah,
The
now we're
whole
good, man.
premise of this after hours is to tap in, tuned in, tapped in, and get deep, get raw on them. Like,
Oh, jeez.
talk to that one person.
But remember that,
E-
remember I'm the technical guy. So it's like
I
I got
know.
I gotta make
I
sure I gotta
know.
make sure everybody sees what's going on, man. But that's what it is, man. For me, when it comes down to it, right? Everyone, the quickest feedback that I've seen with everything, right? Man, you know what? We gotta sit here, we gotta pray, we gotta do okay, cool. But there's grittiness, there's griminess,
You got to
right?
go hard. You got to
You
get
gotta go
up
hard,
and be
right?
and be like, boom.
I'm tired of the surface level, right? And I know people will say people respond to surface level situations with surface level answers,
Yes, and that's
right?
the politically correct way to kind of like brush things off.
Right.
Most people in most settings, they try to like be PC and just like, oh, surface level, okay, go away.
It's nice. We're
Yeah,
nice. It's nice.
but nobody
And
wants to
and
wants to stay tapped in and tuned in, and even if when the subject comes up, nobody wants to delve deeper. But
Right.
what is supposed to come from it, right? What are you trying to achieve? What are you out to achieve? Well, just like how we're talking to that one person out there, we just want that one person to tap in to themselves and believe that you could do it. You don't need the crowd. You don't need this person or that person, or you just need to believe you can do it. And I'm a big fan of, like, if you stumble, if you fall, if you get hurt, if you get broken, as long as you're not dead, you could get up and make something bigger happen,
Look, man,
and that's just what it is.
that's the truth though. But you know the thing that gets me though? Ain't nobody gonna listen to that unless we talk about somebody dying.
Yeah,
Right?
they
You
they
know,
never believe you till you're dead. That's
right.
that's that's
But
that's
not even that. Like
typically our
it's
society.
but that's the thing about it. It's like, man, come on, pain and drama they sell, right? Pain and drama they sell, unless you're talking about some kind of some kind of alternative reality where it's normal, right? For
But
most people,
you
right,
switch parallels or something.
right, for most people, just one adverse reality,
Mhm.
right? You don't realize that, hey man, what you might be dealing with might just be an anomaly, right?
Mhm.
Like the world is so mind warped that you believe the anomaly is the reality,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, you know what? Everybody can't be watching the same drama at the same time,
Well,
right?
I also
But that's the
believe
thing.
a lot of things are sensationalized, and
Of course,
may,
man.
maybe we're not looking for the big story. Maybe we're not looking for the boring story. People are looking for some type of themed narrative. But from I'm learning every day, and from what I see,
Right.
all the best achievements that I've seen, like, we make happen, or all the best achievements that I seen me make happen, it was just like I just got up and said, F it. I'm doing this today. I don't care. Nothing's not stopping me. I'm not intentionally going out there to offend anybody or to make people feel bad about themselves, but I'm going out there to make happen what I want to make happen for myself. And if
Exactly.
and if anybody's offended, that's their problem. But I'm going out to meet meet what I'm out to make happen, and it's
But
supposed to
see,
be
that's the
something better
biggest thing.
than what I started when I left my house. You know what I'm
You see,
saying?
that's where it is for you though. You see where you are there? You had to get to that effort point,
Mm.
right? You had to get to that effort point. There's people right now trying to get to that effort point, and every time they go to that effort point, they say, "Man, you know what? If I just go back over here just a little bit longer, maybe I can
I'll
figure
be
this out.
okay.
I'll be okay." And that's the
But
thing about it. That's where I learned one thing, right? It, that's where people want to misconstrue what the ego actually is,
yeah,
right?
the ego is only fuel to
Right?
power you forward.
No,
It's not meant to
but
offend anybody, and
no,
it's
no.
not meant to, like, my effort
Yeah,
point is not meant to, like, hurt anybody or to, like, make anybody feel uncomfortable. My effort point is I am going to make this happen for myself. So I feel
but
okay with myself. I'm not concerned with anybody else.
but when it comes down to it, when I say the ego, right? Most people will say, "Oh, the ego is the bravado." It's not the bravado, right? It's not even close to the bravado. The ego is like your loyal dog, your loyal guard dog, right? It
Mm,
says, "We need to stay here no
mm.
matter what. No matter what. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, we have to stay here. I don't care if it kills us. I don't care if it hurts us. At least we're safe here. I know
Mhm.
we're going through stress. I know we're
But
frustrated, but
comfort
we have to
zone,
stay here."
that sound like comfort zone. Comfort
No,
zone
no,
ain't
that's not
helping
that's
nobody.
that's that's not the comfort zone. That's the ego. The ego
Mm,
knows it's not comfortable, but it's what we know,
mm.
right? We know it, right? And I read instead of us changing, this is why they said it even in our book, the Power of Now. Your mind will hold on to whatever it wants to think it is, right? A
Hmm.
lot of time we think that we control our thoughts, but our thoughts control us,
Yeah.
right? Our thoughts control us. So when we're sitting here, think about it like this. Have you ever been having a great time somewhere? You here with the little guy, you guys are partying, and all of a sudden you saw some crazy shit you did back when you was in high school? Out of the blue, you
like
just
like a flashback, like a
yeah,
flashback.
like you sit here, and not to say that you did this or anybody else I know did this. You just sitting here like, man, my little guy is over here doing all these things. Man, I'm so proud of him. The way he grew up. Look how God. I remember when I threw a bag of poop into the crowd. That was
Yeah.
kind of messed up. I was kind of messed up. I,
I
I
know.
really,
I
I, I
they're
shouldn't
they're
have.
they're they're not necessarily the thoughts that run through my mind, but I've been in a lot of situations like that
Right.
where people
You
are telling me different narratives or
man,
stories like that.
but you look at it and it's like no matter what it is, you're there, you're talking to yourself, right? You find yourself having conversations with yourself. You argue with a person you had a conversation with 2 years ago,
Mhm.
right? Almost to the aspect of if I had an opportunity to say this right now, I would say this to this person. Ooh, and
I
I got
know that I know
right,
that one. I know
right.
that one. It's
That's
like a situation that happened years ago, and you're like, how you could
yes.
have dealt with it, but you did.
And
You
you said,
just walked away, or you didn't say nothing, or you just let it
why you
be.
think right?
Yeah, but
Why are you
you
thinking
wish you
that's
could go back to that
right?
situation and deal with it like this, or
But why? Why?
yeah.
Why would you want to everything that's heading forward in front of you right now? Why do you want to go back and deal with that
I
situation?
know it's so
Right?
unnecessary, and it's not
But
helping
that's
anybody.
But that's the mind. That's the mind.
Yeah,
Like when people say, man, you know, I got to control my mind. You're not going to. The only thing you can do is be the observer. And unfortunately, a lot of times as us as human beings, no one wants to be the observer, right?
well,
This is why people hate being in rooms that are quiet. Because when
mhm.
you're in rooms that are quiet, you got to meet yourself,
Well, now that
right?
I think about it, Var, I truly believe, and we've touched on this before, it's like we're just programmed. We live in North American society where it's like sex, drugs, money, violence, racial, uh, keeping up with the Joneses, fast cars, like flying robots, artificial intelligence, like generationals, males, females, them, they, her, him, all type. We're in this conglomerate of all this wildness, which we got to make sense of, right?
Well, yeah. But that's
So
but that's that's that's
so
the,
it's
that's the,
it's
that's
it's
the
it's
gist.
like sometimes I think this world that we live in has meant for us to be off kiltered. Like, okay, fast forward, you go to another place like a monk in the Himalayas, or um or an indigenous tribe that lives on the ocean. They're not thinking about any of this. They're not worried about any of this, but they're in tuned and they're at peace. But we're on this side of the world in this spectrum dealing with all these different things. So it has our brains
Right,
almost
right.
warped per se, right?
A lot of the stuff that we deal with is programmed. I see it.
Yes,
I can
we're
see it all day long. I
definitely
know.
we
Like
have
like I
this program.
like 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 I said it all a lot. You know what AI does? It predicts patterns. It follows patterns.
Mhm.
Right. It looks at the patterns that you're going through and see that okay, well, this happens over here, this happens over here. And now it has a vast number of, possibilities that it can play out. Right? Because
Yeah.
all the work that it's been doing. Well, you know what? You know what that sounds like? A thing that looks at patterns and tries to understand the patterns before they actually happen. What does that sound
Yeah.
like to you? It sounds like a human
Yeah.
being. That's a
Yeah,
human being.
pattern
Right?
recognition, and
Recognition.
now you have the
Right.
algorithm and the artificial intelligence monitoring human beings,
Right.
and they
So,
know
but
what's
that's
better than ourselves.
But that's the thing. It's like now you have that, right? It's human ingenuity. So now guess what? All we're doing now is just, hey, look, I said it to somebody before. You ever think that maybe if everyone is watching the same television show, they're tuned into the same frequency? So it's a lot easier to control a bunch of people,
That are tuned
right?
into the same frequency,
Same frequency,
100%,
right? Like I like
100%.
people used to people get mad at me. So like, you ever watch this TV show? No. You don't watch
Yeah,
TV?
yeah.
No. I'm
It's true.
sorry.
I
Right?
felt I was
But,
the only one like that because
uh,
I don't watch a lot of programming. Like, there's a
no,
couple shows I watch because I like the creators and I like what they depict, and it reminds me of maybe a past life. But for the most part, I I'm focused on making Varsky and Mons bigger than what we were yesterday. I'm focused
man,
on the 1% challenge. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
I, I'll be real with you, right? I'll be real with you. I'm focused. I I want to create the platform that helps motivate the next individual,
Yeah.
right? If this is the vehicle, I'm all for it because this is something that we're putting together, right? The fact of the matter is this for me, man. Like I said, we got to look at the when you're looking at it, you got to break it down to what it actually is, right? You got to look at what we're looking at. Like I realize now, even taking the content and putting it on social media,
Mhm.
right? Taking it and blasting it out there, doing this, you're just hoping to get seen beyond somebody else,
Mhm.
right? So you try to figure out, do something. You're talking to the monster, right? No matter what it is,
Feeding the monster, yeah.
right? You're looking for the monster. Hey, look, the monster's gonna. If I can just give the monster this piece of steak, oh, he would love it. Or yeah, if I can give the monster the salmon, oh, you know what? I'm cooking all my food for the monster, and the monster loves what you're cooking it. So you know what? Now you make more content of you walking around in a bikini, pouring pudding on yourself, right?
Mhm.
or you got your hair and you're walking into a store and you're rage baiting people, right?
Yeah.
And then you start wondering why the monster doesn't want that anymore because people are tired of it, right? Because now
Well,
people aren't watching, aren't feeding, aren't
yeah.
people
You're not getting
aren't
the
tuned in to the
reaction.
monster, right? The monster's not getting the
You're
same
not getting
reaction
the
anymore.
reaction. Yeah.
So now the monster doesn't want what you're feeding it anymore,
Well, I
right?
think
So now
at some point, the content that we're providing will become mainstream because people will have like exhausted all of the brain rot and they figure out brain rot doesn't help them. Let me look for some type of enlightening or some type of positive or some type of like inspiring information from somebody that thinks like me or talks like me or looks like me, and it might open a door for a person. And and that's what we were getting at the beginning of this after hours, off the clock. We're like, how can we get deeper? How can we actually poke that person? How can we tap into that one person and motivate that person to like, hey, I gotta snap out of this. I gotta be a better to myself. I got to be better to my family. I got to be better to society. I got to, contribute something that inspires somebody or changes something. How, like, I don't know.
F that.
Well, you don't think it's a good thesis.
Man, look, man, honestly, I'll be real with you, man. We know this, right? We know this. On a daily basis, we know this, right? We want to dig deeper. We have our area here
Mhm.
in this place over here,
Mhm.
right? Even right now, people are going to scroll by us because we're not playing video games. People are going to scroll by us because
Yeah.
we don't have four guys sitting here talking about basketball, right?
Yeah.
People are going to scroll by us because we're not talking about how much LeBron James sucks or how much Michael Jordan was overrated,
Yeah.
right? The
It's
fact of the
sad
matter
though.
is that it's sad, but the fact of the matter is that you know we have to get past the programming,
Mhm.
right? You got to create something that's going to be like you said before, right? How do you talk to that person inside the person, right?
Yeah, you
No,
gotta.
no porno stuff.
Nah, nah, nah. Talk
Right,
to the
you know,
person with that inner
it's,
talk, like
right. So
the person
that's
within that person, the psyche.
right. You're talking to that one person, you're talking the 1% challenges for that 1% of the people who actually want to do 1% better.
Yeah. And want to
Bars,
say dedicated. Want to
right?
say
That's the
dedicated.
biggest thing.
Yeah,
right? The 1% of the 1% that want to do 1% better, right? And that's
man.
where the problem, like I said before, you look at it, he's like, all right, you know, where we are right now, we're in a place where we are, we are, who you can say, we're Kwame,
We're rocking polka
right?
dots and a Gumby.
We're rocking, and we, just chilling. We, hey, we try to bring the happy, we try to bring the understanding, and people want to die.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
people want to
oh
die.
shit.
Yeah.
You actually
Yeah,
made a
people want to die,
very valid
right?
point. Oh my gosh. I didn't
Right?
look at
People
it
want to
from
die.
that aspect, but
You
now
know,
that you
that's it's what it is.
wow.
Yeah,
So
people want to die.
when you make the gritty, grimy, dark content, they gel with that because
They
they want to die.
they
Oh
want to
my gosh.
die.
They don't believe there's
Ah,
any
yeah.
yeah, they don't believe there's life. They don't believe there's a
Right.
way out. They don't believe
We
like, something good
like
can
think
happen.
anything that shows beyond what you know. Right. This is the allegory of the cave. Right.
Mhm.
This is most is right now. As much as everybody's talking about stay woke, half of y'all ain't woke. Right. Some
Wow,
of y'all are
that's
still chained. Some of y'all are still
crazy.
chained to the wall,
Mhm.
looking at the shadows. Right. Trying to associate the voices with the shadows. Right. That is where you don't realize it.
Man,
This is that dig deeper
Var,
part.
like
Right.
on the real, life is short, man.
Right.
And you're lucky if you get 80 years on this planet. So I'm gonna
Well,
make
you see,
sure I'm
think
I'm
about that.
I'm
Think about that.
I'm
Think about that.
I'm
Think about what you
hey,
said.
yeah, you're lucky if you get 80 years.
But think about
Uh,
that. Think about that. You said life is short.
yeah.
You're lucky if you get 80 years.
Yeah.
Right. We're closer to 80 than we are to 30.
And that's my point
Right.
exactly. So I'm making
But
sure every single day I get up and I make something big happen.
but
That's
but
what I'm
think about it like
saying.
this. But that's what I think Chris Rock said it best one day. Life is not short. Life is long. Life is long. Life is long as hell. We are sitting at 80 damn years. If I told you at 10 years old, 80 years later, you were going to be sitting inside of a bed doing nothing, you'd be like, man, please, that's way out there. Man, I don't even know it's good. 80 years,
I'm gonna be doing something. I'm always gonna be
right?
making something happen.
But see, that's the thing about it. That's the mentality you got to have, right? That's the
Always. I'm
mentality we always
always gonna
have.
be making something
That's what
happen.
it
Like
is,
I don't care.
right?
Even if I
Man,
gotta do it by myself. Even if
like,
everybody's like, I'm not messing with him. I'm like, man,
bro,
I'm getting up every day and I'm making something big happen. Straight
because
up, man.
we don't people now don't appreciate nothing. Everyone is everyone is a professional. Everyone is a professional. I know why you ain't blowing up on your podcast. Why?
Yeah.
Because you know what you got to do? You got to follow me. Yo, you know what? LeBron James, he ain't the GOAT. Why is he not the GOAT? Because Mike is the GOAT. Why is Mike the GOAT? Because he got better shoes. Okay. You
Oh
know what?
man.
I'm over
I
here right now. Man, come
I
on,
can't
man.
do
Come
the
on.
brain rot. I can't do the brain
Right.
rot.
We in a place right now where people don't believe anything that's going on. You could do it in front of we did an episode a while back ago about the origin of hip hop.
Yeah,
People
and
got
people were trying to
mad.
fight it. Yep, people were
Right?
trying to
People
fight
got
it, saying this and
mad.
that, saying this and
Right?
that, and just can't accept the facts.
Right?
You know?
So you know what? No, you know what? Keep whatever it is you want to keep. Keep that. No, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good. Because
Wow.
if you can look at something and you can't see the vibe that is creating and you want to own the whole thing, man, you're no different than the people who kept you captive.
It's true.
Right? That's it.
It's
I don't
true.
care, man.
But
Yeah, man.
no, like I definitely like this episode. Like for you and you and you and you and you who's watching this, yeah, man, we try to get to you today,
if
man.
if
Like this is off the
if you
clock. This is after hours,
man,
unscripted, raw. you
If
know.
you all like anything that we do, man, it's okay that we love it. Please comment, and subscribe. All right. We are still live on Riverside right now. Right. Look at the link in the description below on the channel. You're gonna see it on the channel. And you're gonna see it
Oh,
on the pages. You're gonna it's all over the place. We're doing these things, right? Jump on in, man. Come on now. Do your best. Right. This is me. This is Cuzzo.
that's what's up, y'all.
Hey man, we out.